Alright, so in the past few days, we've got a lot of Fortnite leaks, in particular about Chapter 6. We also got some more OG Chapter 1 news, as well as some information on the Juice WRLD event that is coming up as well. So lots of things to talk about here. So let's start with the Chapter 6 leak. So this post comes from the data miner and leaker Sheena, and it says, known Fortnite Chapter 6 leaks. First thing, traditional Japanese theme. So I'll talk about some of these things separately in addition to other things as well, but that's the first one, traditional Japanese theme. A lot of people have been anticipating this for a while now. Samurais, cool things like that, swords. We'll see how this plays out. Then it says, brings back Fortnite OG in a separate mode, so I already did a video covering that. Reworked medallions feature, prone and swinging mechanics, so apparently going prone, aka laying down and shooting, is going to be a huge mechanic in Chapter 6. Swinging we kind of had already with the Spider-Man mythics, but maybe we can swing from some vines and things like that. Then it says, new cats, in parentheses sprites, that follow you around. I wonder if those will be healing and giving you items and stuff, I don't know. Next up is Winterfest update on December 10th, so the start of December. Remember last year's Winterfest though? It was horrible. The worst one we've had yet, so hopefully they come back with a bang this time. Chapter 6 ends on February 21st, so end of February pretty much. Chapter 6 update removes battle stars. We did hear about that. I did a video on that already. The quad launcher returns. I don't know if that's a fan favorite, but it was pretty strong. A new void feature leak, so I don't think anyone knows what that means or is, but it got leaked and it's coming to the game, so I guess that's cool. And then an industrial town POI. So that was all released yesterday. Lots of new things in there that I didn't even know about yet. Okay, so let's see if we can elaborate on some of those things. So then the data miner and leaker Blortzen tweeted this out. All new Chapter 6 biome, quote, wetlands ambient sounds. And then he posted 5 videos of pretty much some wetland environmental sound effects and stuff. It's nothing really interesting, but that gives us an idea of what some of the map is going to look like with some ginormous wetlands around. You can probably anticipate some cherry blossoms all around as well. Then the data miner and leaker Wenzo posted this. Augments are making a return in Chapter 6 Season 1, although in a different way. The following augments were added in version 32. The Agile Mending, the Headshot Hunter, the Healthy Pouncer, the Reveling Revealer, and the Vehicle Modifier. So I'm not sure what he means by that, although in a different way. So I loved augments. I don't know why they removed them. I thought they were pretty fair. There was a lot of randomness to it, and you could use gold to re-roll them, but they added nice and fun elements to the game. None of them were super OP, but it was just a nice addition to the game in my opinion. So I'll be happy to see those back in Chapter 6 for sure. So Wenzo also posted about that void mechanic that Sheena mentioned, and this is what Wenzo says. It seems like a new mechanic called void will be added in Chapter 6 Season 1. It is currently referenced by 2 upcoming augments, the Void Junk Rift and then the Void Shield. So nobody really knows what this is, but it's called Void. Now remember, Sheena mentioned something about cats in the first tweet, and Wenzo followed up with that as well. It says, new cat-like animals named Sprites will be releasing in Chapter 6 Season 1. There's air, water, and, quote, basic types. They'll have unique voice lines and expressions, so that sounds cool. And they're related to upcoming shrines feature. They say their goodbyes when they're near these shrines. And then he posted some tags for their sounds, so they can be angry, they can celebrate, they can be excited, intrigued, they can jump, land, purr, do a shrine celebration, excitement near the shrine, a goodbye near the shrine, worried, angry, bouncing, confused, curious, dropped, excited, excitement, giggle, happy, land, leap, panicked, and then a few more shrine things down there. So it sounds cool. I mean, they're like familiars that follow you around, I guess. It doesn't say anything about healing or attacking though. So I don't know what exactly their purpose is going to be, but I guess we'll find out. So then Wenzo posted this as well, exclusive. Chapter 6 Season 1 will be themed around samurais and Japanese mythology. I know this has been rumored for a while, so I want to confirm it once and for all. Biomes on the map include shrine, rivers, plains, farmland, and forest. So you know the collab potential is going to be off the charts because there is a lot of awesome animes and samurai things and Japanese mythology things. I bet they've got some crazy things cooking. Now, in a recent survey, we did have a lot of samurai-like skins and Japanese-themed skins, and in particular, at least 2 of them looked like cats. So here's the first one right here. I never actually did a review of all the survey skins, so maybe I'll do that this week. I always do it for the survey skins, and I completely whiffed on that last one. But here's one of them right here. You can see it looks like he has 2 tails, kind of dressed in a modern sense. He's got a cool sword, cat ears, kind of shadow-like face there, and of course claws. So that's the first one. And then we had this one that looked like Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat with that hat. And this one has a tail too, some samurai armor. But these are cats, so I don't know if these would be the sprites that follow you around or if they're actual cats, like animals, not human-like cats. We'll see. So then Blortzen posted this. It says, full chapter 6, day and night look. It's beautiful. And he posted a 1 minute and 54 second video that basically just shows the sky. And again, like he said, it's day and night. And people are going crazy about it. They say it looks amazing, it's perfect, and it's beautiful, like he said. I thought it reminded me of Chapter 3 myself, which was a phenomenal season. I love Chapter 3. And it definitely reminded me of a cartoony vibe. Not necessarily the more realistic version, but yeah, a cartoony one. Next up, Hypex says, Fortnite Chapter 6 leak. There will be a new forest area / biome that has a new day / night mechanic where it spawns different animals or NPCs based on the time of day. So that sounds pretty interesting. I hope they bring the tents back. That was one of my favorite items, by the way. Then Blortzen tweeted this. Fortnite is working on new vehicle mods, the rocket, and then in parentheses, not the same as grenade launcher, mortar, and a laser. Expect them to come back for Chapter 6. And then he followed this up and he says, rocket and laser vehicle mods have 2 possible destinations. Chapter 6, or an Imperial playlist related to the Nitrodrome, Nitro, and vehicles. Also has NPCs. So I don't know what that means. That'd be cool if they made a whole separate game mode based on the Nitrodrome with the Nitro and special attachments. It'd be like Twisted Metal. I think that'd be sweet. That's what they should have done for the season Wrecked. Now next up, Reztro on Twitter tweeted this out. It says Fortnite Chapter 6 teasers in the Ghostly Director loading screen. So that's this image right here. Behind Chaos Director are 3 different images that are likely teasing Chapter 6 Japanese mythology theme. So, in particular, on the top left there, it almost looks like a sunset with possibly a samurai standing in the shadow. And then in the top right, there's that creepy looking samurai skin. And then in that purple area right there, that's a reference as well. I also see a ginormous Ferris wheel, so I don't know what that means. So always look at the loading screens because they tease a lot. Speaking of which, in this Meowtis one, we've also got some references. So we can see on the left a silhouette of some kind of samurai. You can see the sword in the air there. And then on the right of Meowtis is another silhouette, and there's speculation that that's another survey skin. At the top, you can kind of see this person or creature or whatever it is has a very, very small head, and there's 2 almost bandana-like references there. And then this was one of the survey skins right here. A samurai-esque dog with the bandana on. So that might actually be who's on the silhouette right there. This skin right here. It's all speculation at this point, but those 2 could be survey skins relating to this samurai season. Speaking of swords and katanas, Hypex tweeted this out just today. He says, Masamune blades are coming in Fortnite Chapter 6. So hopefully, these will be like the katanas that we had a few seasons ago, where we had amazing mobility and movement. I would love for that to work with these blades that are coming out. That'll be awesome. So then Blortzen tweeted this out, and it says, Fortnite Chapter 6 will feature a boss called Puppeteer. It'll haunt us and has a cooldown, and it can teleport. And then Reztro followed that up with this. If Puppeteer is only a codename for the character, there's a big chance that this character is actually an Oni. In Japanese mythology, Onis are known for haunting people, and although they cannot teleport, they can move incredibly fast. Maybe it'll be this survey skin. And this is actually one of the best survey skins in my opinion, other than the horns, so hopefully those will be removable, but the color scheme is flawless, the character design looks awesome. I think this will be pretty sweet, and if it's a boss, that's even better. Okay, so I think that's all the Chapter 6 information I spotted around the internet. That's just a ton of things to take in. It sounds like a promising season. But remember also that Fortnite OG is coming back permanently during Chapter 6, so let's focus our attention on that now. So Sheena tweeted this, updates on the return of Fortnite Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is a new core mode for Fortnite. It will be released after Fortnite Chapter 6, so we're going to have Chapter 6 for a while, and then they're going to release it at the start of it. Not right away, though, just a little later. And then it says it will not replace Chapter 6. Both modes will coexist. Some people were confused about this news, so here's some additional information. And then Hypex tweeted out, Fortnite OG Chapter 1 will have ranked builds and zero build support when it returns in December, again after Chapter 6. So it sounds like we're going to get Chapter 6, like I said, and then a few days later we'll get Chapter 1 as a separate game mode. So that's pretty sweet that there's going to be ranked in it as well. And lastly, let's talk about the Juice WRLD event and the POI real quick. We got a few leaks about that as well. So Blorton tweeted out, Juice WRLD will have a musical contrail cosmetic related to Redescence. That's the trail colors. So a lot of people are speculating that this is related to one of his songs, maybe Come and Go or Lucid Dreams, I'm not sure. And then Blorton also tweeted that Juice WRLD's area will probably look like this image right here. And it might be themed around his Legends Never Die album. He also says it's going to have a lot of orange, blue, purple, and rift butterflies. And in the trailer that teased the Juice WRLD skin, he was actually wearing this jacket, if I remember correctly. So it's probably going to look a lot like this image right here. So then remember, at the end of Fortnite Remix, we're supposed to get a finale event, and I guess Juice WRLD is supposed to be in it, as well as all the other rappers. We actually got some leaked footage of this. So Sheena posted this. It says, Chapter 6 live event image leaked. This image shows Snoop Dogg standing next to the Dog Pound, which lines up with the previous leak about there being giant versions of the rappers. So the image quality is not the best, but you can definitely see Snoop Dogg there at his POI, and he's ginormous, just like Travis Scott was when he had his concert on the map. So expect that all the rappers, Ice Spice, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Juice WRLD are going to be in their respective POIs in this kind of nature. And then there's a lot of leaked footage of them producing the upcoming event, where there's some motion capture suits involved, and they're basically recording in-game footage of the event, which is kind of cool. So one of Snoop Dogg's affiliates posted this on his social media accounts. I don't know if he was supposed to or not, because this is like behind-the-scenes stuff. And that's where we got the image of Snoop Dogg towering above the Dog Pound as well. So they kind of leaked a little more than they should here. I don't really need to post the motion capture videos because it's just him talking with the director, and they're talking about going through the water at the Dog Pound POI, but it doesn't really reveal a lot. So there you go. That's a lot of information for one video, but I wanted to combine it all together. Lots of Chapter 6 information, some live event leaks that we're getting at the end of the season, and more information on Season OG, which is going to be permanent. Pretty sweet. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.